would help if I turned the sound on first. What I was saying was I guess it would help if I took the lens cap off. I just wanted to add a couple of things, as I smashed the back of the chair into my back. You can't even see the back of the chair. Well, you're going to be able to see the back of the chair even less than you can't see it now, so... There. Just get down to your level now. Yeah, I just wanted to add a few things. I just reviewed the tape. I realized I forgot to mention a couple of things. I was talking about the Amiga being a landmark computer, and I was all set to give specific examples as to exactly how it was a landmark computer, and I kind of got sidetracked with the multitasking thing. Well, yes, it was the first multitasking computer ever, and to my knowledge, currently still the only multitasking computer. Other computers, as I said, the IBM and the Macs, use software to compensate for the fact that they don't have multitasking built into the hardware. I guess that's why you see programs like Windows and DOS 3.1 or whatever coming to you with so many disks in the package, you know, like 6 disks for Windows or whatever, you know. Whereas the Amiga, you just have 1 disk full of system software and another disk full of extras, basically. And that's it. 2 low-density double-sided disks. 880K full. Another few ways that the Amiga was a... This isn't very comfortable. Some other ways that the Amiga was a landmark computer was it was the first computer to have a huge palette, and the first computer that was able to display more than 16 colors on the screen at once. Now, the Amiga is capable of several display modes, in fact, without any additional hardware. It can display 2 colors, 4 colors, 8, 16, 32, 64 color extra half-bright mode is basically 32 colors, and then it takes the same palette and reduces the brightness by half. So it's half as bright as the first set of 32, but they're the same colors, just darker, right? So it allows you to do some nice shadow effects and so forth. And of course, ham mode. In case you're wondering what ham stands for, it stands for hold and modify. And that, of course, is a 4096 color display. 5-bit planes, and like that. And like I said, 8 bits for the graphics, and 8 bits for the sound. So it's cool. It's an interesting little setup. Oh, what else? Oh yeah, it was the first computer to have stereo sound. The first computer to have more than 3 voices, more than 3 audio channels. It has 4 audio channels. 2 basically in each speaker. Like 2 in the left speaker, 2 in the right speaker. So you get 4-channel stereo sound. It's pretty cool. I imagine if you got some kind of processor on there, you could have it in surround sound. It would be interesting. It's the first computer with the capability to audibly reproduce digitized speech and sound effects and do reasonably Brill-sounding music. Brill is a British expression. I'm sure you've heard it from time to time. Yes, it is an actual expression. I've got some British Amiga magazines. The Amiga is the most popular computer in Britain, by the way, and they say Brill quite a bit. Yes, I think that was it. So anyway, that's why I'm sort of sticking by Commodore. I mean, yeah, I always had the Apple IIc, right? That doesn't mean I didn't like the Commodore 64. I always loved the Commodore 64. I thought it was a great computer. I wanted one, but I never got one. I didn't really need one because I wasn't really big into computers then anyway. I just used it for word processing and games, and that was about it. I had no complaints. It served its purpose. I still have my Apple IIc, as a matter of fact. I still use it. Yeah, but Commodore seems to be the landmark breakthrough company, you know, because they had a number... Did you hear that? The intercom went off again. Hasn't gone off any time while I was watching the tape. This tape right now. But no, of course, as soon as I start recording, it has to go off. Die! Little flying insect. This little fly's been buzzing around me. Those little nymphs or whatever. Nymphomaniac flies. It wants me. That would be kind of difficult, I think. Bestiality, having an obsession with insects. Anyway, getting off topic here. Like the Commodore 64, for example, was a breakthrough computer because it had 3 voices as opposed to the standard 1 or 2 for sound. Yeah, the Apple II, I believe, or the Apple IIc, I believe, had 2 voices. 64 had 3. And not only that, but it was pretty high quality sound on there for its time, you know? I mean, I was always amazed by the sound, and I think it had the same graphics display capabilities as the Apple IIc. Like, I think they were both the same in terms of how many colors they could display, but, or maybe not. No, because I think the 2C only actually displayed like 8 colors, whereas the 64, I believe, was 16. So that was quite nice. Yeah, I think that's about it. So it was the first in those, and it was a very popular computer, you know? I mean, everybody had Commodore 64s, now everyone switched over to IBM. It's like, what the hell happened? Ditch Commodore, you know? Everyone was amazed when the Amiga came out, but then IBM hyped up VGA and came out with that, and then everybody switched over to IBM. And like I said, the main problem was the Commodore was trying to sell the Amiga as a business computer before, and people just weren't taking it seriously because they just saw it as, you know, just a fun computer or whatever, you know? Mainly for the reason that it was being sold in Kmart as well as computer stores, you know? Like, especially for the reason that it was being sold in Kmart. I mean, how many people do you know take anything sold in Kmart really seriously, you know? Other than wool. If you want wool, that's the place to go. I stole that from a comedian, just thought I'd mention that in case he's watching. What do we got in here anyway? What the hell? There's a couple of freezed frames of myself that I just sort of accidentally froze. I'll let you see some of the toaster effects here. Woo! Neat. I'll just load another frame in there so you can see the difference a little better. Yeah, I like this video toaster. It's a lot of fun to play with, I must say. It's fun, and I plan to get much use out of it in the forthcoming years and months. John, watch the TV, damn it. This is on for your benefit, you know. Cool. What's this one? Huh? Interesting. Ooh, an obliteration effect. Let's take a look at this frame up close. No, not that one. This one. See, it sort of pixelizes it. This is a digitized picture of myself. Yeah, when you get it up close, you can see it break down. Those aren't actually pixels, that's just little digital errors. Like, see, as I have the effect proceed, you can see it sort of blocky up. That'd be VGA, okay? There's VGA for you right there. And there's 24-bit. Oh, this is interesting. It's actually letting me do the effects with me here live. That's cool, I like that. Okay, I can live with that. So I just wanted to add those few things to the Amiga discussion before. So now you understand my bias, and I hope you'll agree that it's well-founded in fact, not just fantasy, not just strictly emotional bias towards other computers, or bias towards the Amiga. My biases are founded in fact, and I hope I have presented these facts in an understandable, concise, and hopefully semi-interesting way to you. Anyway, enough about my opinions on the computer world, considering this has been going on for like 90 or 3 hours now, you know? 90 hours, 90 minutes. Anyway, goodbye. I will talk to you later. Bye. Now, fade's boring. I'll do something else. I'll do this. Okay. Bye.